Now listen, God does not give wealth outside his principle or jurisdiction. God does not bless a man outside his will. The will of God is in the book of Matthew 6, verse 33, and it says, "Seek ye the kingdom of God first, and his righteousness, then every other thing shall be added unto you." This is God's principle. This is God's will. God does not work outside his law. But man can make money outside the will of God. Man can do anything outside the will of God, because the day God created man in his image and likeness, he fixed everything that is in him in a man. He introduced the power of will to man. So man can exercise the dominion of the power of will to make wealth outside the parameter of God's law, outside how God has designed it, because there is power of will in a man. So everything we make outside the will of God is not from God, except the day we decide to bring everything you have to God. That is why when Noah encountered God, he said to Noah, "Bring everything you have into the ark." So the day your blessings becomes the blessing of God is the day you came into the ark. That is when your wealth became the wealth of Christ. That is when your wealth became the wealth of the kingdom. God does not bless a man without first that man going through the principle of his way. Without that man knowing how to manage the wealth. Before God entrusts his wealth in a man, you must go through a process and a procedure. Before God enrich you, he must train and tutor you on how to handle wealth. That is why you could see people who has made wealth outside the will of God, and that will get to control them, because they were not guided. That wealth was not made in the bracket of God's will. It was made out of their own desire, out of their own eagerness, out of all their own zeal. They preached the law. They went the shortcut to make a wealth. They left the principle that God has put for a man to seek ye the kingdom of God first and his righteousness. Then every other thing shall be added unto us. So our wealth is not yet guided. Our wealth is not yet saved till the day we bring those wealth to the ark. Ark is where a man's wealth becomes the wealth of the kingdom. The ark is where a man's wealth becomes the blessing of God. Outside God's